pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. 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 Pick apart the passion. 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 Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. 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 Pick apart the passion. 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 Welcome to Pick Apart the Passion podcast. I'm your host, Tayamu Denku. This has been brought to you by Cypher Them Music, Jab Kai Media. Tonight, we're sitting down with the special guest, Theodore Unit's own Trife Diesel, Trife the God. How you doing, man?
I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? It's blessed to be here, tuning up with you. You know what I mean? It's a blessing.
Yeah, man. Last time I saw you was way pre-pandemic phase. You were on your Project Pope tour.
Where was that?
You stopped in Milwaukee at the Bremen Cafe. You were touring with Rec Riddles.
Yep. Shout out to Riddles.
DJ M80.
M80. Yep.
Yeah, that was fire, man. That was a good time. That was fun times. I actually heard, still to this day, that's probably one of the dopest shows that ever even happened at that venue.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. But since then, what's been going on with you? What you been doing? You've been doing a lot of new music.
Yeah, just working on Project Pope 3, recording, doing features, and just get back in business. You know what I mean? Holding it down, Killer Bees on the Swarm, you know what I mean? Trife the God, Theodore Unit, you know what I mean? Just holding it down.
Yeah, man. So I guess when did things all start for you? Like, I know that there was obviously the initial project with Ghostface back in the day.
Yeah.
The Put It on the Line record. I know there was that. I know there was the Theodore Unit. I know early on you started out on the Shaheem record, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back. All right. So me, Trife the God, you know what I mean? We all from Stapleton. I'm from Stapleton. Ghostface from Stapleton. Shaheem's from Stapleton. Big Un's from Stapleton. So there's 12 buildings in Stapleton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ghost and Big Un, they in that area, you know what I mean? But me and Shaheem was in the same category. So we all family. So I lived in one building. I lived in 29. Ghost lived in 218. Shaheem lived in 187. So we all connected like that. You know what I mean? So it just and doing what he doing, hustling, doing him and Big Un, which is Shaheem's big cousin. So they was running around, Cuban Link era, and me and Shaheem, big shout out to RNS, everything like that. You know what I mean? So we always used to be in R&S house recording and writing rhymes. And Shaheem he was like doing this thing. You know what I mean? So Shaheem, me and him, we trade rhymes back and forth, and we just connected like that. So the connection was through the whole projects. You know what I mean? Our mothers, our brothers, cousins, we all used to be right there in tune. So that's how that all started. So going back to what you said, with the on the Man Child with me, Shaheem, and Don Pacino, One Life to Live, that record on the Man Child, that was the first song that was born, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. I mean, you've come a long way from then. I mean, obviously, you know, you've been on tons of Ghost records. But
Mm-hmm.
you've put out a lot of records yourself.
Indeed.
One of the leading members of the Theodore unit.
Indeed.
Um, I mean, but this Project Pope, what's the idea? Because you had Project Pope 2.
Mm-hmm.
There was obviously at some point a Project Pope 1 somewhere.
Yeah. The Project Pope 1, it was a mixtape before my first album, Better Late Than Never. So the idea, you know how we used to do mixtapes. So my album was Better Late Than Never. So for a mixtape, before you put out the album, you do a mixtape. So
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I want to put out a mixtape, and I called it the Project Pope. You know what I mean? And you got to realize that it was the Project Pope. I had the Project Pope leaders. You got to realize too, that was on it. The song, what's the name of the song? Speed of Life.
Yep.
That was on the Speed of Life on the Project Pope 1. But it was a mixtape. You understand what I'm saying? And the mixtape was building up for Better Late Than Never. So I put out the Project Pope 1 mixtape, it was bubbling, and I think it was Tape Masters Inc. that put it out. Remember back in the days, Tape Masters Inc.'s?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's when CDs and all that was popping. So now that was bubbling, and I put out my Better Late Than Never. So now, between the gap, I said I should do Project Pope 2. So that's why I did the Project Pope 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And then, I mean, you toured for that record. Now that things are starting to, I mean, obviously, we got this uptick in this whole pandemic shit that's going on, but Project Pope 3 is on the horizon for you. So
yeah,
does that mean once, are you waiting to release that as a whole until things are fully ready for you to be able to jump back out on tour run shit, or are you just not finished with it yet? Is that
no, because I'm recording it as we speak.
okay?
So you saw, like, I don't know, like, let me just give the listeners background history. Like the last weekend, which today is January 18th.
Yeah.
So now January 15th, the 16th, I had a weekend of shows. So that was a conglomerate of me doing shows, art shows, and I'm putting everything together. So now I was building with Shaheem in the studio and creating these records. So back to the question that you were saying, the Project Pope 3, I'm working on it right now. So I'm gonna blast off right now. But I'm in the recording process right now. I'm looking towards like April, May, around that time. But I'm working on it right now. And I got Sky Zoo on it. I got Rockness Monster on it. I got my cousin from Queens. His name is Sash. I got Ito from Rochester.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I got Saigon on it. I got Cortez, you know, the battle rapper. That's my
Yep.
guy. You know what I mean? I got Iron Solomon on it. I got True Master produced the songs. And I also produced my own songs on my own album because I'm making beats now too. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's what's up. That's dope.
So the Project Pope is an evolution from the Project Pope 1, Project Pope 2, now it's Project Pope 3. It's an evolution. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So have you always done production, or what started you on that? How long have you been doing your own production as well?
Like I would say like 2019. Like, cause like, you know, I always have an ear for music, but I was like, now that I'm growing older and my pen is still nice, I said, let me try something different, the evolution. So that's why I started, I picked up an MPC Renaissance. And
Okay.
my DJ M80, he taught me how to use it. And I started making my own beats. So now you got to realize the video, the song first, Piano Talk, that I did with Tech from Smith & Wesson and Rusty Jukes and Mr. Fab from Oakland. That song, Piano Talk, I produced that beat myself. And M80 taught me how to make the beats. See how we, like, remember we was on M80? Yep. He taught me the beats. I bought an MPC from him. You know what I mean? And he showed me how to work it. And I made that beat. And that's my evolution right there.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Me being somebody who, like, I love doing collab joints. I love doing features, not just you know, just
Dude, let me just stop you right.
Okay.
Not to cut you off, but you're a dope MC also. I see you doing major things. You know what I mean? And I love what you do. And you inspire me. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, man. That's what's up, man. Appreciate that. I wanted to ask, this is one thing, because I see random people, you know, popping shit, talking shit, about people that do features, like have a lot of features on their records or whatever. I never cared about it, because the thing is, for me, I've always loved to do features because I love working with other artists. I love mixing and blending styles. If it makes sense, it makes sense. So what do you think? Because I actually seen somebody today even talking about, oh, how can you call it a record if you got all these other people on it? That's like a compilation. But I'm like, nah, it's not, because I handpicked who I wanted on the joints to make the song complete. You know what I'm saying?
So see how you just said that? That's a form of producing also. You got to pick out the beat. And now you got to listen. You listen to the beat, you write your rhyme, and you build upon the song. You create a song. Producing is making a record. Producing means building a record.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that I personally made the beat myself, but I produced a song. I gave all the elements. I grabbed that person. I made everything happen. That's what producing means. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. For people out there that don't know the truth behind it,
so,
obviously there's
even like they'd be like, yo, how DJ Khaled he's a producer. He's a producer because he brings all the people together on one record. He produces the record. He brings it together. That's what a producer does.
Yeah. You had mentioned this joint. I saw the video for it too. The joint's fire, the Piano Talk record.
Yeah.
That you self-produced. Features Tech, that's Boot Camp right there, Rusty Jukes, Boot Camp, Mr. Fab. Dope record. Why don't we play this joint, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about how you decided that these were the people you wanted on it, and then how you crafted the whole thing together. Let's do that. Let's
do that.
Let's run Piano Talk. Pick apart the Passion Podcast. Trife Diesel.
It's
we'll
Trife
run this.
Diesel. My music right now, Piano Talk, featuring Tech, Rusty Jukes, and Mr. Fab. One love.
We in the lair where the dragons be at.
Who with us? Legends.
Smokey Live. Let's jukes these niggas. The guppies don't swim with the sharks. Enlighten brothers for the wrong shit I did in the dark. I dumb it down for you niggas, but I'm usually smart. In other words, my words is a beautiful art. I paint a picture, Picasso, Roscoe in my Vascos. Glocks blow, airing out niggas just like some nostrils. Hating ass niggas, I despise, yo. What else? And a dizzy ass bitch, you can't decide, bro. Come on, it's either lobster or shrimp, monsters and pimps. All these sins I committed, son, I got to repent. We ballin' over here, you suckers had to watch through the fence. Try to cross the gate, we'll leave you in the hospital bed. I go to limp, no prior attempts, fire with shrimp. Judge Myers was a person I was highly against. Giving 2 to 4, 6 to 12s, nigga, you could ride in hell. Going up against my squad, you will not prevail. In love with the bread, cause it's feeding my pockets well. Started making my own beats, now I'm hot as Pharrell. I'm out of my shell, not inside of a cell. You a follower, nigga, you probably polish your nails. So stop with them phony fake moves and hand gestures. I return you and send you right back to your ancestors. Slugs will burn you, the letter be eating your whole flesh. A real nigga shoot, aiming for the vest up. Who's next up?
You ain't fucking with me by any means necessary. No worries, you considered a worthy adversary. It's scary, cause very few chinks in my armor. Killmonger of Wakanda, since we've been called ganja. That's how long I've been nice on this device. Look at the road, niggas, see time display the ice. I can even get y'all bum niggas the satisfaction to think your petty action calls for my reaction. Yes, I'm packing, I ain't flashing. You see it bulging through my denim fashions. On guard, I can call up the squad, snap of the finger like Thanos, y'all all walls. I did perpetrate over beats when I destroyed niggas in real life in the streets. Plus, it's spooky, you pooky niggas mic'd up. Let the rain of the tech wet them up. Who's next up?
Black Hawk, M60 machine guns, grenade launchers spraying till your regime done. Aerial assault, my shoulder sleeve insignia, putting groundwork from Brooklyn back to Bolivia. Onslaught, engaging war on these devils. Cranium clap crackers run up on them with my rebels and return them straight to the caves where they came from. Khalid Muhammad, that's where I got all my game from. Killer women, the babies, the blind to the cripple, till the hate crimes rise up from double to the triple to quadruple. Bullets knocking out your scruples, rocket your eye socket when it's pointed at your pupil. It's race first, your face burst in the particles. That's newsworthy, let them print that in their articles. I've been corners banging hollows out the Lex truck. Rusty, Trife, and Tech, yo, who's next up?
Yo, I ain't the type to try it all. As a little dude, told big dudes, try me and watch a giant fall. The Black Han Solo, strike back, Empire dog. You store hopping, I'm trying to buy the entire mall. Too old to street fight, but I shoot these fireballs. Game slick, can talk your chick, I her entire wall. Accenta on my nana, man, I supply the claws. A great white shark where I'm from, man, I can bite a jaw. A rebel citizen, can't remember when I abide the law. One of the greatest on earth, I swear you can't deny it, dog. The Maserati look like the Batmobile when my tires crawl. Treat Pro Tools like polygrams, cousin, man, I can't lie at all. I still answer them collects, you the type to deny the call. But got the pride and gall to act like you right as God. I'm living life with sire law, the most higher law. Mr. Fab from Oakland, California, I inspire y'all.
Woo.
Man,
He
I mean,
smoked that. He smoked that.
I mean, that's a lot of bars on a
Mhm.
joint right there. All y'all snapped on that. That shit's
Hey,
fire.
yo, let me tell you that. That's one of the first beats I ever made.
And that's crazy, because if you listen to somebody that's just starting out making beats, I mean, it ain't sounded live and professional right off the bat, to be honest. That's a dope joint. And you also got other legendary spitters on it with you. So
Thank you.
I mean, obviously they were feeling it too, you know what I'm saying? So
No question, no question.
so Tech, Jux, Mr. Fab, did you know that these are the people you wanted on this joint, or like after you got done, or did you all merge in the studio to do this? How did the collaboration happen?
It started with me and Tech. You know what I mean? Because I did a song for him on his album. It's called "You Shitting Me." If you go back to Tech's album, it's me, him, and Lil Fame. So it's a trade-off. I did a song for him, and he did a song for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you do your history. So on Tech's album, what I forgot the name of his album, but the name of the song is "You Shit Me," and it was me, him, and Lil Fame on it. You know what I mean? So I did that song for him, and he did the song for me. So it's a barter system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And first of all, Boot Camp Clip, Wu-Tang, we all connected from original. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
man. The Staten Island scene.
Yes.
Me think of the Staten Island, all I think is Wu. Is there anything else circulating there that
So
pops?
let me tell you something about Staten Island. Let me just, before I start, I just want to say rest in peace to Jesse Daniels, original Foursome D's. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He just passed away, and he was on Ghostface record. We are the G.O.D's, and we came to rob the spot with iron and stocks. He just passed away. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to Jesse Daniels. But that's the connection. You know what I mean? That's before Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm.
Foursome D. You know what I mean? Mercury. You know what I mean? You gotta, let me tell y'all something. Remember the songs Love is a House? Love is a House. All that. You know what I mean? That's the Foursome D's. So that's the Staten Island scene. Boom. And then you had Wu-Tang. Then you had Shaheem. Then you had the RZA putting everything all together. Then you had RNS. Then you had me. Then you had Shaheem. No, Shaheem came first before me, but then you had me. Now, Capadonna, Park Hill, Stapleton. It's a lot of legends on Staten Island. And there's many upcoming artists from Staten Island right now, to this day. TMF. You got Ruthless Bastards from Now Born. Shout out Apocalypse. Iron Mike. And let me just break this down to you too. Iron Mike and Apocalypse, they do reform in the hoods. Like they do stop the violence. You know what I mean? So everything on Staten Island, we all connected. We try to stay together. You know what I mean? There's no hate on Staten Island. Staten Island is nothing but a big little borough, but it's big love out there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my MCs on Staten Island. Iron Mike, Apocalypse, even my nigga Cash Money Baby, Sun God from Park Hill, Lounge Low, Ice Water, everybody. It's a movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anytime I've come to New York personally, I've always stayed in Staten because the producer that used to own the label out there called Uncommon Records.
Okay.
Which was basically a branch off of Definitive Jux back in the day.
I got you.
And he lives out there. So every time I would be out there, I would always stay in Staten. And I remember one of my first experiences in Staten Island. I walked down this. Okay, so NASA tells me this. NASA's like, "Yo, you want the best pizza you ever have in your life?" I was like,
Woo!
"Yes, I do. I want that in my life."
No
so
doubt.
we walk down the street, right? Man, what is the name of the place? Was it Brothers Pizza?
Brothers, yeah, Brothers.
So I walk down the street, we go to Brothers Pizza, we walk in there.
Woo!
But this is what happened.
Talk to me.
we were going to go in there to get the thin slices, right?
Yeah.
And we put them in the bag. I didn't have a problem with mine. Mine was good, but I went in there with two other homies of mine that were with me. To go in there. Tell me why the fuck they pull the pizza out the bag and all the cheese fell right off that bitch.
No,
the whole shit.
That's a live shit. So you just eat this. You could just eat the cheese off the slice. You know what I mean? I don't even want the dough. I just want the cheese and the pasta sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a greedy nigga. You know what I mean?
So you obviously know about Brothers Pizza then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Yeah, hell yeah. Word up.
Yeah, Staten Island to me reminds me. So Milwaukee's not a huge city. I know you said it's one of the little boroughs, right? But it's still big.
Yeah.
Compared to most spots. And I always compared it to Milwaukee because to me, Milwaukee doesn't look like a huge city from on the outlooks, but it's
cold as fuck out there.
It's definitely cold as fuck. It's definitely, but we've been mild this year though. We've been pretty mild. Like we haven't had no, crazy below zero temperature shit really. We've been kind of mild. It's been very mild for Wisconsin. Obviously, this is not the time for anybody that wants to tour to come through Wisconsin. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Never plan a Midwest tour in January or February. Is the worst time ever.
Wait, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There's this random story. I don't know if you remember this. I wasn't there. This is a story that has been told to me at random spots by people that were at the event. And I wanted to know if you remembered it. Obviously, you did a lot of tours with Ghost. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you remember this specific thing that happened. So I'm sitting at this spot before a show at a bar. And there's this group that comes up.
It's breaking up.
Oh, we good right now? You hear me? We good? You good?
Yeah, it was breaking up. What'd you say?
Okay. So I'm at this random spot that does like this this weekly open mic back in the day. I'm trying to think of what year this would be. This might have been 2012, 2013, either or.
Okay.
Ghostface was on tour. You must have been on tour with him.
Of course.
And you guys played the Rave in Milwaukee.
I remember that. Yep.
There was a time when Ghost called up on stage women to come on stage to dance.
Okay.
And then there was a girl that went on stage and tried to grab the mic from Ghost to rhyme instead of dancing. And she got salty because, I mean, obviously, Ghost. I know Ghost. He's not going to call some girl on stage to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's going to happen. And unless she's already a certified MC or something, and that's what he wanted to happen. But I'm pretty sure that's not what was going to go on. So this is the story I'm hearing is they come on stage and then after the show, they're so upset about the situation that they approach at the end and they're popping all this shit off like they want to do something or really do something. And they mentioned you as being like, yo, Trife was like the pit bull. He was ready to go. Like it was crazy. I don't know if you remember this situation that happened. It happened in Milwaukee. Yeah, and like I said, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if any of that is what happened because I wasn't there. All I heard was the side from the people in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Because know what it is though? It'd be like, yo, we come out there to show love, right? So when we don't get the love, it just be one apple out the bunch that will spoil everything. So when that one apple spoils everything, Now we on go mode. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what fucks everything up. I understand. I remember that whole situation. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because
Yeah. No, we ain't got to do that.
like because I don't like to go into is my battery's getting low. But check it out. I don't like to go into negative shit because I'm on positive energy right now. But I remember that. I remember exactly what you're saying. But it was like it was one bad apple out the bunch, and we always come with positive energy. So when the negative energy coming out of there, we gotta get that negative energy out of there. So you know what I mean? We gotta dissect that.
Yeah, man. Well, since you mentioned the battery, how long you think you got?
Nah, we still good. We still good.
You still good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So building off that real quick, I wanted to ask, is there one specific tour memory that you can remember that stands out above almost anything else?
You said a tour memory?
A tour memory.
I would say San Bernardino when the whole Wu-Tang was there and it was at the Orange Bowl.
I heard of that spot.
Yeah, that's like when the Rock the Bells first originated. It was so crazy, yo. Old Dirty Bastard was there. He was the last one to come out. You know what I mean? You could check the footage on YouTube and everything. That's when they had the beach balls in the crowd and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like a stampede because Wu-Tang is forever and like they love us so much. But it was just so crazy to have all the members. It was all the members at one time. Because first of all, back then you might have only 6 members on stage, but that night in San Bernardino, you had all the members. You know what I mean? So it was like a fucking major event, and the people, the fans, they was so rowdy, and there was just so much love. They was rowdy, not rowdy like to where they wanted to cause a stampede, but it was just so fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tour experience I love.
Yeah, man. I mean, those are the best things. Like all the amazing positive things are always the best things on
there's
tour.
I could tell you a lot of tour experiences, but I'll be here for like 10 hours telling you. You know what I mean?
We can make that a whole episode. We make that a whole episode.
Yeah. It'd be too long. But that's the one memorable that stuck out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there going to be another Theodore Unit record?
Yes, so let me tell you something. So that's why I'm building up right now. If you follow me on all your listeners, follow me on Instagram at Trifecta 718. At Trifecta 718. TRIFECTA 718. You'll see the movement. So we did the 718 album back in 2004. That's when Theodore Unit started. So now I'm going to build it up because, my name is Theo. So Ghost named the Theodore Unit not after me, but he broke it down as thinkers and doers. So that's how he came up with that. You know what I mean? But it's coincidentally, my name is Theodore and it's just the unit. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Now we did the 718 album, right? So now it's about to be like the that's 2004. It's 2022. So 18 years. So now we're gonna switch it. So now we're gonna turn 718. 718 is the area code for New York. But now we're gonna switch the numbers and we're gonna call it 187. You know what 187 is, right?
Yeah.
187 means murder. So we're gonna murder the album. You know what I mean? So that's the new beginning of Theodore Unit. 187. Switch numbers, 718, switch numbers to 187 murder. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
It's in the process right now.
Yeah. Who? So, is it all original members?
All
or
original. Solomon Childs. You know what I mean? Follow Solomon Childs on Instagram. Crime Life, Capadonna, Tommy Whispers, Sean Wiggs. Who else? Yeah, and me, myself. We all gonna come back and form the 187 album, the part 2, Murder.
That's what's up, man.
Word up.
Yeah, that sounds like that's gonna be fire. And if you do put together a Project Pope 3 tour at some point in time when it drops, and if you want to hit Midwest, let me know, man, because I do actually have a new spot.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That time when I first met you and I saw you on stage, you was up there killing. You inspired me. You know what I mean? I remember you to this day. We was in that spot, you know what I mean? And you was up there killing it.
Appreciate you, man. Word up, man. But like I said, if you set up another tour, you come out here. Like I'm talking about solo tour. Obviously, I can't book.
Let me just say this right now, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I'm in talks with me, Ninth Prince, that's Wiz's brother, Ninth Prince, Shaheem, Cap, Beretta 9, and myself and TMF. We trying to put together a Killer Bee, Don Pacino as well. We trying to put together the Killer Bees tour.
I mean,
and it's gonna happen.
That sounds fire right there.
Yep.
Well, yeah, man. So okay. So we played Piano Talk, but there's these other new joints that you got out. And I wanted to ask, so you got the New Jack City record, and then you get That Bread. Are those joints on the Project Pope, or are those just one-off singles?
Piano Talk is gonna be on Project Pope 3, and New Jack City is gonna be on New Jack City is gonna be on Project Pope 3 too. And now let me tell you something about New Jack City. It's so amazing because my nephew, he produced the beat. His name is S.I. Finest. Follow my nephew, S.I. Finest. It's S-E-Y-E-S Finest. He produced the beat. You know what I mean? And that's Jesse Daniels' nephew, great nephew. You know what I mean? And he produced that beat. New Jack City. You know what I mean? So everything's all connected. So New Jack City, line it up. Check it out.
Yeah. Here we go right here. We'll run that. We'll come back. We'll get a little more for Trife Diesel. This is Pick Apart the Passion podcast right here.
Indeed.
I'm on the run, G. You can never go back the way it was.
Nope. Yeah. You hear that knock? Well, let me in then. Knock these doors down. Yeah. It's the Diesel, never the Weasel. SI's Finest. I got you, New York's backbone. Yeah. Hey yo, this be the fluid, the newest. Nigga, I am the truest from the ruins. With niggas will spray you like clipper coolants. Barbicide, the horror from homicides. The cops where I reside, they plotting on my demise. Nori apologize for throwing shots at the high, but nobody threw a shot back. Send them troopers to Iraq. For years I kept that Allen on my back. They wanna ride the wave, can't even fit in my kayak. They asking can I live? I tell them this where they die at. Give them niggas they flowers, I toss them a bunch of lilacs. There you go. A little slick like Ricky before the iPad. Slick as a can of paint, Benjamin Moore with these fly raps. Afraid to buy black, but we known to sell white. So don't fall for that banana in the tailpipe. I don't care what you do or what you felt like. What you tryna prove or how you move, cause you the jail type. Fuck 5, nigga, y'all should give me 12 mics. Hunt 'em like a mountain lion, lunging on his trail hike. Nail biting, they nervous. So waiting on a verdict, I'm getting under their skin, all up in their epidermis. A nigga with half the drive without his permit gon' be fighting the one with the license who's undetermined. But that's a rare occurrence. Something like Iron Mike in a B-Dug fight when he lost endurance. You fucking with SI's finest, clear out your sinuses. That's my nephew, special, he's what a diamond is. And I'm the scientist, so therefore I exist. Standing on the highest cliff, crushing all your giant myths, bitch.
Paul Mecca on the record.
Trife, what's up, man? I'm glad you're back in the studio doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. Don't hold back. Go all in. Peace. It's mega. It's mega.
All that, Nas, all that. Tragedy, you know what I mean? Capone, CNN, all that.
Yeah. One thing I always loved about the entire Wu unit is the family,
Mhm.
like the connection between all y'all. Because I mean, there's a huge connection. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been super dope to me.
Indeed.
Okay, so we got New Jack City, we got Piano Talk. What's next? Is there another single coming, or are you just gonna hit them with the? Or can you not say it? I don't
Can't,
want.
can't say it. Can't say it.
Okay, you gonna surprise him. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. But yo, check it out. You could play to get that bread. You know what I mean? Because that's my brother, my cousin from Queens, Sash. You know what I mean? Sash McCarty, Sash B. You know what I mean? And that's a ill joint too. But my point is, I just gotta sprinkle y'all with little hits here and there. You know what I mean? But the Project Pope 3, that's the buildup. That's what's coming next. The Project Pope 3, ill shit.
Yeah.
Let me
I mean,
reiterate that. I got Rockness Monster on it. I got Sargon on it. I got Iron Solomon on it. I got Ito on it. I need you on it, matter of fact.
hey, if you want me to rock, I'm always down.
Yeah.
Man. Let me know.
Yeah, I need you on that. I got Skyzoo on it. I got Cool Kim from UMCs. Let me break that down to you too. UMC's from Staten Island too. You know what I mean? He's on my record. I got Ruby Reds on it. Who else? I got a True Master produce on it. I produce my songs on it. It's gonna be a good collaboration of good music. I got TMF on it, Crown Life, Tommy Whispers. I got so many. I don't even know who I got on it right now. Word up. It's just so
Well,
crazy.
it sounds fire, man. The joints that we ran tonight from it sound fire. You got some more coming soon. Like I said, I'd be blessed. You just let me know, man. I got the home studio. I can knock out a verse like this. It ain't no
and
thing.
I got DV Ilias Christ on it too. You know what I mean?
Fire.
I got him on that too. And I got YSP on it too.
Both fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I gotta represent, and I got terminology on it too.
That,
Can't forget about my dog. That's my twin.
man.
You know what I mean? But
I mean,
yo, it's gonna be a great record. You know what I mean? And I want you on my record too, and vice versa.
yeah. Let me know. We'll make it happen.
We
Definitely.
got it for real.
When it comes to your writing, this is something I always am curious about with different MCs. How do you go about coming up with the bars? Do you start with a hook? Do you just go off on the thought that you have? Does the beat inspire you to write? What is your process behind writing?
The beat always inspires me. You know what I mean? But sometimes I might just be in my own world and I might catch a thought. But the beat always inspires me. You know what I mean? Because the beat controls everything. It might sound sad. It might sound happy. It might sound like you want to play with my dog Bunny. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? That's how it goes. Like, it's just, hip hop is just having emotions and bringing your emotions out and making a good record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, I'm looking forward to the record, man. And like I said, we definitely build more. Whenever you're ready, send me the joint. I can get something
I got
together.
you.
I'll send you the joint. Before we get into before we lead them out, you know, we'll play to Get That Bread record. But
Mhm.
before we lead them out,
Oh, hold on. Let me just give one more shout out. I want to shout out Remedy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He just dropped his album too. Remedy meets Wu-Tang. A good brother. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm featured on the album, and he's a good brother. He helped me so much. Shout out to Remedy. You know what I mean? I love you, Remedy. INS, everybody. You know what I mean? Remedy is a good dude. That's all I got to say. Word.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the first Remedy record, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Like, I remember way back in the day. I think I was bumping that in college. Yeah, way back, throwback shit. But and the joint that you're on that record is fire. The new record.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Like I said, I love the familiness that all y'all do. You know, constantly working together, making things happen like that. That's just fire. Yeah, man. Sounds like you have a super dope lineup on your next record. I look forward to hearing it. I mean, I got some crazy shit on my next record. Actually, me and Shaheem, we actually got a video for my next record. I don't know if he told you about that at all.
Nah, he ain't tell me, but I got an ill joint. Me, Shaheem, and Captain Don, and Solomon Childs. It's called The 5 Deadly Venoms.
That's what's up. That's dope.
It's stupid.
I can only imagine. That's bars right there.
Yeah.
That's me already knowing there's bars without even hearing the song. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And my writing process is like sometimes I might just be sleeping and I'll just wake up. I might get an email and I check my email and the beat, I just put on the beat. And my girl, she be like, "What the fuck are you doing up so late?" I'm up writing rhymes. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it just comes at that random time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I write rhymes in my sleep.
Oh. Damn, that's crazy. That's what's up, man.
Word.
Did we lose?
Yeah, because somebody's trying to call me right now. But hold on, let me decline that.
All right. Yeah, like I said, man, you know, we'll wrap this up because I don't want to keep you too long anyway. But real quick before we get into playing this last joint, drop the main social, the main way to get a hold of you. I know you dropped the Instagram earlier. Is that the main place that you be at?
Yeah. So I got my own website too. It's TrifeDiesel.com. But on Instagram, it's Trifecta718. TRIFECTA 718, and you get all my merch. DM me for Cash App, everything. I got the theory unit, sweatsuits, bundle packages, everything. Holla at me, DM me, and we get it popping. So on Twitter, it's at Trife Diesel. On Facebook, Trife Diesel. All social media, I'm on all Tidal, streaming, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. Just holla, just search Trife Diesel and you'll find me. Word up.
Trife Diesel. So yeah, definitely check him out on all the socials, on all the streaming platforms. If you haven't already. But
indeed,
yeah, we gonna lead them out. We get that bread. We're gonna come back. We're gonna say our peace outs. And then we'll let you get upon your way, man. But we're gonna end this. Get that bread. We're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Sash Bacardi. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Diesel. Yeah. What up, cuzzo? What up, my nigga? God, I see you out there, boy. Yeah. I live life on the edge. So to the streets I pledge. To give 110% till I'm dead. Gotta get that bread. Gotta get that bread. Yeah. That paper we chase. Rise above with the love and do absolutely great when they hate. Gotta get that cake. Gotta get that cake. I gotta get that cake. Not a single dollar short, bring that shit back straight. See, I'ma flip that weight. Look how I gift rap plates. School niggas like Brian Cliff on how to pitch that bass. New York, no, we don't talk cause we that kidnapped state. And them kids are running your crib, easily pick that safe. When niggas spread phony love, that's when I spit back hate. Cause I don't sit back, I click clack and spit that eight. I'm the reason y'all niggas is eating here. I had my bitch Steve McNair, you niggas and leave you here. You a traitor like Don Cheadle, nigga, and I'm Samir. Little snitch motherfucker, I chase you right down them stairs. Throw you on the tracks while that train passing by. I'm G classified, suit, cam, cap, and tie. I graduated from the school of hard knocks, hard tops, getting guap till my heart stops. I live life on the edge, so to the streets I pledge. To give 110% till I'm dead. Gotta get that bread. Gotta get that bread. Yeah, that paper we chase, rise above with the love and do absolutely great when they hate. Gotta get that cake. Gotta get that cake. I'ma get that guap. Man, I'm skinny, can't fit this big ass knot. Rest in peace, Nick Bags. Pour my nigga a shot. Went from Nick Bags to whipping a big slab in a pot. Got a bitch crack to pay bills, risking a lot till they give a nigga a deal. I guess this won't stop. Nah. Chase down money, I'm a track star. From an EBT card to a black card. Now how gutter is that? Get bread for that butter, and my bread and butter is rap. They fiend for the music, no recovery, they relapse. If I'm not your cup of tea, lifting out of a bags, I'm a teabag your spouse and creep out the back of your house. Snatch your G-pads, that's what I'm about. I'm rare like Chinese crap fiends. Me and Trife got Siamese gang lanes. So to the streets I pledge. To give 110% till I'm dead. Gotta get that bread. Gotta get that bread. Yeah, that paper we chase, rise above with the love and do absolutely great when they hate. Gotta get that cake. Gotta get that cake. I gotta get that bread like cousin Day-Day and next Friday and Big Black Craig. Mommy kiss that head, lay down and lift that leg so I can put my dick all in it and hit that spread. Mix it Hennessy with nog, yeah, we sip that egg. Rollin' pip up in that swisher, we don't twist that rag. Have niggas sweating in they sleep, make them piss that bag. Call up the dispatch, no mishaps, dismiss that drag. Me and Sauce, we wash niggas for play. Spark niggas souffles, make sharp niggas souffle. G check them and squash niggas like clay. Everybody hit the deck when we start gripping them K's. By the day, paper stacking from Jamaica to Staten. Patiently waiting in the cut, and we making it happen. We graduated from the school of hard knocks, hard tops, getting guap till our heart stops. I live life on the edge, so to the streets I pledge. To give 110% till I'm dead. Gotta get that bread. Gotta get that bread. That paper we chase, rise above with the love and do absolutely great when they hate. Gotta get that cake. Gotta get that cake. Yep.
Danger.
Man.
And that's produced by Soul Professor, the SP12 killer. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. And anybody out there that was wondering if Trife Diesel was still a killer on the fucking microphone and with the pen, we played some recent joints tonight, and I'm telling you,
no
fire
doubt.
Bars, man, fire bars.
No doubt.
But yeah, man, this has been a blessing to have you on the podcast, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And like I said, let's get up, let's do what we do, and I got you, brother.
Yeah, man. Okay, man. I'm gonna be in touch very soon. Let me give him my outro. I'll let you go about your way. This has been Pick Apart the Passion podcast. I'm your host, Tayamu Denku. We've been sitting down tonight with the family, Trife Diesel, Trife
Killer
the
Bees
God,
on the Swarm, Theater
Killer
Unit.
Bees, all that. Yes.
That now in New York.
Yeah,
Across
man.
the globe. Let's stand up.
Yeah, and this has been Pick Apart the Passion podcast, where it's best to pick apart yourself to get to your passion. Shouts out to my dude Rambunctious, who is the creator of Pick Apart the Passion podcast. We'll leave you with this quote that his father said: "Is it better to be right or kind?" And we'll leave you with that. Trife, this has been a beautiful thing, man. I look forward to the
love
record.
You, man.
Much love to you, man. I'm gonna get in contact with you. We'll make them joints happen. will make things pop off. Peace, man.
One.